Alright, so I dropped a short recently about Doom Eternal and just showing off one of the headshots I got and just having a bit of a fanboy moment about how much I love the game. And one of the comments I got from Niji 802 said I should give Ultrakill a try. Firstly, thank you Niji 802 for commenting. I do have permission to use his name. I asked. Look, here's the proof. Secondly, it's funny you say that because, yeah, no, I own Ultrakill. I bought it fucking ages ago on the recommendation of Under the Mayo because I was watching a lot of his videos because of all his Doom Eternal content. And he suggested Ultrakill and it looked awesome and it was cheap as hell, so I bought it. Played it for a bit and loved it, but then some other game came out that took my attention. I can't remember, so it's just kind of sat in my library. But because it's only 2.5 gigs, it's one of those ones that I never bring myself to delete. Like when I'm trying to make space for a new game, I always look at Ultrakill and I'm like, that shit's tiny. I'm not going to bother with that. I'll just leave it there. So thank you, Niji, for reminding me this game existed. And I thought, shit, I'll give it a go. Why not, eh? So first thing I was hit with was the difficulty screen. And this was an issue for me because I traditionally always like choosing the hardest difficulty. My logic being that you very rarely play a game twice, if we're all being realistic here. And if you play it on the hardest difficulty, it forces you to learn the game loop straight away. There's a big learning curve at the start, but by the time you get through it, you're cracked at the game. Was going to choose brutal, but it does talk about how it's for players that actually understand the mechanics, and seeming I haven't played this game for fucking ages, I thought, alright, maybe we do it one difficulty below that. And I'll be honest, when I got to the mission select screen, I kind of got confused and just clicked on one of them, and then it took me in, and I didn't bother going back and trying to find out where the hell I was up to in the game. I then couldn't move for some reason. So spent some time troubleshooting and setting up mouse bindings for when I realized what buttons I need on my mouse. And restarted the game and then, yeah, got back into it. So smash cut to being back in the game. Boom. I then did what we all do when we jump into a new game that we haven't played for ages, which is spent some time running around and figuring out what the fuck all the buttons do and what I can actually do in this game. So, after the standard recalibration period at the start of the game, I went into the first room and realized that I didn't jump once throughout my whole recalibration period. You see, I got a Razer Tartarus Pro for Doom Eternal pretty much, actually, just so I could do all the quick swapping like all the pros do. But that means space button isn't in a very convenient location. So yep, I had to rebind that to my mouse. So could then continue the chaos, but with some high-flying action included. But as you can see, I was still playing pretty shit. So I continued playing the level, just trying to get my head around how the game loop works and how it feels. And then got to the end of the mission and got my final score. Disappointing. Alright, I'll save you the play-by-play. But I went through the next mission with a bit more of an understanding of how the game loop worked, a bit more understanding of the tools at my disposal, and just kind of getting a bit more of a feel for it. Had a bit of a skill check right at the end of the mission with this boss here, but after a few deaths and getting good, as the kids say, managed to take him out too, and got my new score. Disappointing. So, before I ripped into the next mission, I decided to actually check out this terminal thing here. And I noticed a shotgun chainsaw. Also, I can't remember why, but I went into the settings and started having a look around at the controls. And noticed that there's a punch button. That's probably gonna fucking help. Now with the brand new ability to punch a cunt in the face, I ripped into the next level with a little bit more know-how and a little bit more confidence. Oh, and right here was me learning that parries are a thing. I forgot they existed. So anyway, feeling like I'm a little bit more in the zone, managed to get to the end of the level and get my new score. Better. Alright, no time to fuck around. Next level, I'm in the zone now. I mean, I say I'm in the zone, but looking at how I navigated this area here, I clearly hadn't remembered that wall jumps exist. But fuck it. Forgetting basic game mechanics aside, I was really starting to feel it. This level just seemed to be a boss mission, and getting through it with no deaths felt really fucking good. Anyway, new mission completed, new scorecard to review, and I have never cared so fucking much about a grade in my life. This pleases me. Alright, new mission, new chance for chaos and violence. Let's get... Oh, this is quite pleasant. I wonder if there's going to be any fighting in this one. Oh, fuck yeah. Alright, okay, I'm sorry. We get the point now. I am absolutely vibing. I'm not having to think about what weapon I need. I'm getting used to the pace of the combat. I'm just really fucking enjoying the game loop at this point. I really feel like I am goddamn untouchable. Until I completed the mission, got another nice score, hey! And then came up against the next boss, V2. I am generally really good at handling my anger, but this guy fucking broke me. I was gonna chop up the footage and show you guys all of my deaths, but there's like 30-40 minutes of footage of me grinding this guy, and I just don't have the fucking resilience to do it. At the end of this grind, I actually kinda munted my mic stand, in all honesty. But my mic stand's a paper towel roll though, so that's not too expensive to fix. It should also be noted that partway through fighting this guy, I saw him slide, and I was like, wait a second, he looks a lot like me. Can I slide? And yes. Yes, there is a slide button. No, it's not bound to anything for some fucking reason. So, I think I learned a couple of things from this whole experience. One is that if you've only got 2 hours of initial playtime on a game, it's not enough for the mechanics to be ingrained in you, and it probably doesn't hurt to go back and do the tutorial again. 2 is that this game is really fucking fun. Like, once I got my head around the mechanics, the mechanics I fucking remembered, and like the weapons and the quick swapping and all the abilities and stuff, this game was like comparable to Doom Eternal in terms of enjoyment. Obviously not as graphically flashy, but there's something kind of endearing about the, the old 90s kind of graphics. And 3? I don't actually have anything for 3. I just feel like things should come in list of 3s, so, 3 is subscribe and comment more content, like quality content like this. And no, please, genuinely, if you can comment and tell me how I can fucking play this game better other than understanding the goddamn mechanics, I will be happy to hear from any Ultrakill experts. Would be much appreciated. Otherwise, have yourself a good one. Thank you for watching, and if you're going through shit right now, I wish you the best, and time is linear. Just keep fucking going and you'll be able to look back on it. Cheers, guys.